Hi and welcome. This is the Artist Only podcast. I am here today to talk to somebody that I met on TikTok who I'm very excited to talk to because I'm genuinely a fan. Um, my guy Abe Shaw. He is a actor, singer, rapper, poet. He'll tell you more. He probably does way more than that. And he's a good dude so far, from what I know. I've never actually met Abe. Never met him, but feel like I have through social media. It's that parasocial shit. So I'm gonna bring him in. I'm so excited.
Yay!
Yay!
What's up there,
Oh
yo?
my god. Okay, so I've never face to face. This is a
Yeah,
blessing. I am so thankful that you were here to talk to me. Oh my god.
for
Hi,
sure.
welcome. Hi and welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for asking. And the feelings are mutual.
Oh, I am so glad that TikTok's algorithm made me find you and discover you. And I'm very proud of you and love your music, love your art. Tell me about it. Tell the people who you are because I know who you are. They don't know who you are.
For sure. My name's Abe Shaw. I am an artist, actor, writer. Originally from St. Louis, now based in Chicago, and primarily the genres I focus in are alternative rap, R&B, and pop. So I like to say. But I feel like I like to dabble in a lot. So
Very much, very much. I can hear influences from all of them because I've been influenced by all those same people. So I'm going to ask you some questions that might not be questions that I gave you, but
sure.
um, because I know your musical background is so varied and I know you have some deep cuts in the drawer, when you listen to your music, when outside people listen to your music, who is somebody that you are heavily influenced by that they might not guess that you were influenced by? Like who's on your
Ooh,
playlist that you don't think people would know is on your playlist?
ooh. Okay. Who they wouldn't know?
Yeah, who they would not guess. Like you would, Abe Shaw doesn't know that, and Abe Shaw knows that. Like that's Abe Shaw's
Okay.
favorite person.
Yeah, let me think about this because I was about to say Jill Scott, but I feel like Jill Scott is still in that realm of stuff. Honestly, I love Paramore. I love Steely Dan. I love Joni Mitchell.
Mm.
Like a lot of folk style stuff. Uh, would probably surprise people, but um, her Seagull album, I think there's something Seagull. Like I'll go back and listen to that every now and then, and yeah, but yeah, yeah, those people. It's like it's a lot of artists that aren't uh of today. It's a
Hmm.
lot of like oldies.
Do you find yourself discovering new oldies as you get old? Like, are you discovering like older people now, or did you always listen to older stuff, or are you still discovering older stuff, or are you like,
It's like a combination. Because funny enough, like so when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to listen to a lot of like what I grew up in a very Christian household, and with that, uh, they call it secular music. I really wasn't allowed to listen to a lot of that. So really, as I in my teenage years is when I started like exploring a lot of different artists. So, um, but yeah, I continue to find a lot of oldies. Like I just listened to I don't want to mess up his name. I think it's James Newman.
I don't
Um,
know. I'm not good at this. I have a pen and pencil and paper
yeah,
to take notes when people
let me
tell me
look to
things
make
that I
sure.
need to go look up because I
I don't
don't
want to
know.
botch his name. Yeah, I messed up his name totally. So scratch that. His name is Johnny Nash, or Johnny Nash. Um, but yeah, I listened to his album. I can well, his most popular song is "I Can See Clearly Now."
I know that song.
Um, but yeah, like I'm constantly like finding a lot of oldies and stuff like that. But a lot of like old gospel music, like a lot of like classic gospel artists. Like I grew up listening to that stuff. I was allowed to listen to Radio Disney, so anything that was on there, I could listen to. Um, but yeah, like teenage years is when I started actually like learning about a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. And um, in terms of your art,
Hmm.
I have a favorite. I don't know what your favorite song of your favorite like of your catalog is, and I don't know if you're like me, where like every time you write a new song, it's your new favorite song. Um, but my favorite song is Tangled Head. Um,
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I want to ask you about it because I was singing along to it and I didn't even know what it was about. When I hear Tangled Head, okay, I'm like, I think it's something about mental health, but I don't really know the deeper meaning behind what he's saying here. So I want to know. I want to know about that song.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it's about. It's definitely about mental health. And I wrote that for myself originally, like as like a reminder for myself, because often feeling and I think I've heard you talk about this in the past about, being in spaces where you don't feel seen or you don't feel heard or you feel like invisible. Um, and that's tough when like this is like our life is our POV and we don't feel like we're centered in anything or feel like we're included in something. And um feeling like I can often feel like a homebody uh naturally. It's like it was like a reminder of like where I find my safe space and find my peace sometimes in that solitude, uh when it's voluntary, of course. But yeah, it was like an encouragement to myself, but then I feel like it's an encouragement to whoever, whatever their safe space is. Sometimes, like when they say put your hands, when I say like put your hands in mine, like that could be another person, but it doesn't have to necessarily be that. Like it could be for yourself. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself after a horrible day and you're interacting with people who have other stuff going on and they're not even thinking about what they're doing that impacts you.
Hmm.
Uh so yeah, that song, and that was the first song I like. Yeah, that was the first song I did from scratch, like as a demo. Um and
And
I
from the
knew.
first 4 seconds, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the funny, like all of that was, yeah, I was just doing like acapella stuff and like trying to, figure stuff out. But yeah, that song definitely is a favorite for sure. I feel like the live version, and shout out to the Lean Back Band, they did the live arrangement on that. It's just something about live instruments on a track. It just takes a song to a whole different level, and there's such a, I don't know. And sometimes it feels like a spiritual thing to me, like when I'm just
No,
hearing those
yeah,
real instruments playing.
fully.
Um,
The guitar solos at the end, and then the drums get all big. Like,
yes, yes, and I love the chorus that are played on the bridge, like that. It felt like sometimes the keys can feel like it felt somewhat like '90s R&B, but it still felt like it had like a fresh feel to it. So anyway,
it's whatever
um,
it is, it's my favorite kind of music.
yeah, right on, yes. Um,
It's along the lines of what is his name Khalid or Khaled?
oh, Khalid, yeah, I love that. That's one of my, yeah, definitely.
Those same vibes, like his song Vertigo, it gives me that same energy. Like
Yes.
y'all got a thing there. Y'all got a thing
I
there.
appreciate that comparison. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Because if
yeah,
you put
that's
your headphones on and listen to it, it takes you to another place. And that's what music should do. It should take you on a journey and it should make you want to sing at the top of your lungs and sing along in the shower.
and that's not to get ahead of like your question, but like that is like one of my goals. Like when like I'm making something, I want it to feel like you have an escape. You have a moment to like or reflect on something that you haven't thought about. I love when music does that. I love when like I hear a lyric or a bar that made me think like, oh, you know what? This made me think about what I experienced this like 10 years ago, and then I never really addressed that. I love when music does that. But yeah, that's definitely one of my intentions when creating. Um, yeah.
And then I want to ask, is there any particular line in that song that you felt like I ate with that line, or like it's just like it really, like it touched you in a way and you knew it was going to resonate with other people? I don't
Hmm.
know. Is there a bar? Is there a word that you chose? I don't know. I don't know what I'm asking.
No, I totally get what you're asking. I'm
But
just
there's
thinking about,
so many gems in there that I'm like, does he have a favorite? Because he says a lot of really great things in the song.
yeah. Hmm. I love even though you trudged the gray alone. All the lights were on when you got home. Um, I love the bridge into the third verse. Uh, I want to get the bar right, but it's something about um, if you still basically was like saying if you still have air in your lungs, you can bounce back. And and I love grass still blooms, so can you. Like those little things like that. I love that. And truly like those are things I'm writing to like remind myself, you know. Um but yeah, yeah,
I
those ones.
always say, like, anytime I do a show, I say, like, music is my therapy. And I was talking to Kenny about this, that, like, sometimes you write the songs so that you can sing it and process it and learn it and feel it and heal from it on your own. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
therapy.
that's all that EP it was. Like Voice My Thoughts EP was that. Cuz um similar to Kenny actually, I had a cousin that passed, and that honestly inspired Feels Like Rain, like the first song on the EP. And cuz his death was so sudden and he was so young, and that one like hit like hurt like hard. Like I had just gone to see like Color Purple the day before, and then I wake up the next day and he like I just kind of he's just gone. And so that grief and knowing that mental health was important to me, but I hadn't been going to therapy. I hadn't been seeing a therapist, but I had at the time like I had access and the capability to make that a possibility, even though it should be available to everybody, period. But I had the ability to do that. And that was like a wake up call. And around the time he died, I got COVID for the first time. I had like a bunch of stuff just happening all at once. So I had to tell myself, listen, like I don't want to be that story. And I need to do something to take care of myself. And I know that I have depression. Like I knew it since like a teenager. And so, I looked up, through my the health insurance through my job, and booked a session the next week, and just started on that journey. But that inspired Feels Like Rain. Like someone tell me how I let the pain out. Like, cause I grew up having to hold so much in, and my mom did the best that she could, with raising me, but also in black households, notoriously, I'm not saying the right word, but like in black households, it's often for the
Oh,
voice. You're not
notoriously.
notoriously. Yeah, I wasn't sure that was the word, but like constantly like holding something in or holding it, not being able to just express yourself
Hmm.
without accusations or something. And so it was, yeah. And so being able to write that song and talk about that again to encourage myself in that grief, that it's okay to let it out and cry. you know Sometimes you yell, sometimes you just gotta let it out.
You do
Like,
yell on that song.
yeah.
Someone tell me how I let the pain out. That one.
Yeah, and I wanted
There's
it to
some
be
bars
the
in that too. Tell them the bar. There's bars
oh
in there.
ooh um yeah, and that's why I wanted the song. Like that's why I wanted the song to. I didn't want it to like subtly start. I wanted the voice to kind of make somebody sit back. That it's not subtle. Like I'm I'm pleading. I need to figure out how to release this in a healthy way because I knew
Smart
many
way.
people who let it out in all kinds of ways, whether it be other people or self inflicting harm on themselves, uh, long term or short term. So, um, yeah, that one's talking about grief and storms and that one was so fun to make. Like, shout out to Robert Scott. He was the producer on that or co-producer on that, and his ability to understand and see where I wanted to go with it is what built that up. I think that the most popular verse will be that third verse. Where I talk about got my village too, and uh talking about that. But I just love the second verse just um because I'm referencing to how like you always try to be strong and that you always have to present yourself typically with masculinity like being the strong tough person that nothing can hurt you, but the truth is like if you're not showing it on the outside internally you still hurting yourself. Like that's going to show up somehow some way, whether it be ailments or whatever it is. So basically I think the verse ends was like because I'm Hercules when it comes to pain, but that's got to change, you got to let it drain. And
Mm.
that's the truth.
Did
Like
they peep that? That's a good bar.
yeah, it's that this weight that we carry on, especially like what's happening now, like you have to find ways of how to still take care of yourself in the midst of grief, in the midst of constant disarray and like the unsureness about like where we're going and like what's happening. Um, yeah, I love that song. I think when I typically when like somebody wants to like, what's a song where we can say we listen to and this is you, like I would tell them to listen to Feels Like Rain. And a lot of the production on Feels Like Rain can feel heavy and like kind of hard, can maybe seem harsh, but like that's intentional. Like
Intentional, yeah.
that's yeah. Because as somebody who you know, people weren't listening to what I was saying or like wanting to know what I was feeling. Like this is my opportunity to be like, this is what I'm feeling. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings. This is what I'm dealing with and processing. Like I remember like some friends who listened to it and like, I feel like I know you better now. And that's like the best
Isn't that
compliment.
that's what it's supposed to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that EP is so personal. Like that's everything I'm talking about is real on there, but
And isn't that
yeah,
the first one?
that's the first song. Feels Like Rain. That's the very first
Yeah.
song. That's what I wanted to start just like my voice. Cause one thing that me and my producer were talking about was that one thing that is a through line throughout everything is the use of my voice, even in the production of the songs. Like there sometimes feels like chorus moments. There are moments where like in the beat, my voice is like being used uh, through the DAW to like add to it. So yeah, it's like this is my opportunity to be like, this is me. Like this is who I am and this is what I'm presenting, you know.
So you would say that that whole EP is your most vulnerable project, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like not to say that Novice Heartstrings doesn't have like personal moments in it, but some things are a little bit, storyline or for
Well, I
songs
feel like
in the
Novice Heartstrings is also more. There's more love songs in there too.
right.
It's less
It's
like family and mental health centered. It's
yes.
more
Yeah,
romance.
like even on like Family's Us on the Voice My Thoughts EP, that's the closest song really that you get to. Well, Tanglehead, self love or love, whatever. But Family's Us is like that is a love song. Like that is something I wrote for my nephew. And I because I wanted him to be encouraged. Because like similar things I may have seen or heard from him, or that he's experienced at school or whatever. Like, I wanted him to be like, you're not alone in this. And I also wanted to just give a gratitude to my mother and my and sister, and like, just like being like, it was just us growing up, you know what I mean? And um it's a yeah that's a so those are heartfelt moments too, like that vulnerability isn't just like hurt and pain. Some things are like, I'm expressing my love to my nephew who's growing up in this world in a totally different era than I grew up, So yeah.
Got to be the light for him. Let the music be the light.
Yes.
Question. So, what was your hardest song to write? Like, what was the hardest for you? What took forever? What did you second guess? What did you question? What song had a verse that you deleted and then brought it back and then deleted it again and then changed it? What song had the most edits? Put it that way.
Yeah. I think because I remember we went back and, like, delivery wise, Tangled Head actually was the longest one, because me and the producer agreed, like, you could go a little further with this. I think ROI or RIP was probably the hardest one, because I wrote a verse, but I had no production, and literally, like, Robert did all the production himself on that one, and I was just focusing on the verses and like what I want to talk about, because I mean, that's real. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, like in the song, which way I want to go. Like, what do I want to do? I've seen so many examples.
There are so many bars in that song too. Not to cut you off, but like, you talk. Can you talk about that song?
Yeah. Yeah. ROI RIP basically is talking about the fears of, like, what this industry, the music industry, is. We know that there are sharks in the industry. We know there are so many predators in the industry that love to take advantage of people who don't know any better, who just have this talent and this gift that they want to share, right? And they think they have this, these big dreams and these ideas that, like, you're gonna get signed, you're gonna be successful, and all these opportunities are gonna fall in your lap. But the truth is, like, so many artists get taken advantage of because of so much fine print and so much, and the way that things are worded in contracts, and if you're not reading what you're signing, and just knowing that so many people have bad intentions at the top in this industry. I'm talking about those things and those fears, and um uh, uh it's it's grieving to, like, because I've seen examples of, like, artists, even, like, of course, the ones from the 60s and 70s and all the way to the 90s, that have these horrible deals and these horrible situations where they're on TV and their songs are on the radio and they're not making a dime from it. And even today, you're seeing these artists that are signing these contracts
on tour.
and
They
still
never got money for those publishing deals. I don't know any
right,
publishing deals,
right,
but
and now some of
still
those
be
deals,
on tour.
yeah, and right, some of these deals have a hand even on their merch now. Like, they're taking from that. They're taking, like, so what do you have left? And anyway, that song is talking about my concerns about, like, do I want to go that route? Do I want to deal with the toughness of what it is being an independent artist? Like, it's all on you. If you have those certain goals to make it to a certain level, it's a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of networking, a lot of things that I was not used to. And being a naturally introverted person, and being a person that can feel, yeah, they can feel shy, sometimes feel soft, like seeing like I'm soft spoken. If I'm not comfortable in the space, I can come off as that. It's like, man, do I want that either? Like, that's a lot. And I know that I like my time to be like, hold on, let me just take a minute, let me just chill for a second. So it's a lot of concerns of being like, man, which way do I go? I think that third verse I say, don't you know artists, uh dang it, heart on their sleeve, that's an easy target. I know I say that. Like, and that's the truth. Like, we wear our hearts on our sleeve. We're being vulnerable in this space, but these people who are getting the most money from it are heartless people. They're people who are lost, or maybe had it at one point but lost it along the way. Who knows? But anyway,
All about the
ROI
money.
RIP was the toughest one because I'm being like, it's a weird feeling to being like, this is my music, and I'm also talking about, you know,
Like I'm trashing the industry, but listen to my song.
yeah, right. And so it felt like,
It's
man,
authentic. I think that's what authenticity is. Just
yes,
keeping it real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's yes, and I try to, even with talking about that stuff, like I still try to give myself encouragement at the end of it. It's like still a manifestation by the end of that song because even though I don't know, which direction yet, I'm still, I know I'm going to find my way. And so, yeah, that was probably the some edits because typically, Daniel, I don't do a lot of rewrites. I typically don't. I um I typically will, like, go through the process, and once I've written it, I'm being like, this is what it is. We're gonna record this. But ROI RIP took, yeah, that took a couple edits for sure.
And then on the other hand, what is the song that you wrote very quickly that just came out of you very quickly that felt like this shit's too easy?
Uh, I feel like CCE.
Hmm.
CCE was probably the quickest, and that's a funny situation
Coffee
because,
color eyes,
yeah, copy color.
eyes.
Yeah, okay, come on, Melody. Yeah, that was the quickest one because okay, so shout out to D Professor. He was the producer on that uh track. So I was in town in St. Louis, visiting from Chicago, and I had booked the studio session, and I knew I had recorded Bonnet the day before, right? But I knew I had one more song, and funny enough, like that evening after recording Bonnet, the producer had sent the final thing for CCE. So the song wasn't even written for it yet. And so I like started on a little bit, but I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, that's a little cutting close. And so I was visiting town. My mom, you know, every now and then, this was the holiday. So it was the Christmas service. So we went to the Christmas service. I'm sitting in the pew and I'm writing the lyrics to the song. So in
Hey,
the midst of,
wherever you are, that's when it
yeah,
comes, and that's what you got to do. You just
yeah,
gotta
like I would just focus and be like, man, I need to finish this because right after I was leaving there, I was going to the studio session, and I wrote that song within like, I'd say within like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not one of the 20-minute. This took 15-minute people. I'm envious of people who can write that fast, but
I can't
um,
write that fast. I can write a verse and a hook in that fast, but
yeah,
sometimes I get stuck on the second verse because I'm like, where do I want to go with this? And then sometimes I realize the verse that I wrote is actually the second verse, and then I need to put another verse before this because, like, the order of things, we need more information type vibes. But
we
it
similar
varies
then.
song to song. Some songs come in 5 minutes, some songs take years.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, um,
It's like I came
yeah.
back to it 2 years later and rewrote the whole thing. Like I did that. Like
Wow,
I'm gonna keep the title the same and I'm gonna keep the hook, but we're changing everything else. Done that.
that's dope.
I have another question for you. What do
No,
what do you struggle with the most as an art? I mean, you probably can't like label. What are some of the struggles? Because there are a lot of them. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Things. What are the things you struggle with as an artist, as an indie artist, doing it on your own?
I think how I'm packaging myself as an artist, or like the marketing part of it. Because creating things, I can create stuff all day. Like content stuff, I enjoy that. I enjoy making content stuff. I enjoy like doing, throwing things out there. But actual like marketing strategy and being like, who is this audience? Like, I don't know. I still don't know who my.
Yeah. See, what I think about you do so many things that it's hard to, you'd have to have a marketing strategy for each individual thing. It's
Yeah,
like there's a separate marketing strategy for actor Abe, there's a separate
it's
marketing
true.
strategy for singer Abe, and there's a separate marketing strategy for rapper Abe, because some of the songs maybe don't fit with like the rapper side of you. There's like so
Right.
many sides of you. And that's where like
Yeah.
I'm fascinated because I'm like, what can't you do? Like you can do everything. But I can see how that's overwhelming to an audience when you only have like 5 seconds to tell them who you are. Which is why
Yeah.
I'm giving you more than that to tell them who you are.
I appreciate you. Yeah, it's figuring that part out too. Yeah, because there are things that can, creatively that may bleed through for each thing, but you're right. Like my actor side is far different, can be far different from, you know, presenting myself as when I rap or when I sing. So that part is the toughest. I feel like figuring out that part. Um, I think I have gotten a lot better in the last couple of years with collaborating with people. Like actually like
Where's my collab at?
we need to have one by the way. We need to find this on there, right,
Put me on
right.
a hook. Just
Um
put me on a hook.
we're gonna have one because I've done out of the I know Kenny and I have one. I think if he's still doing it for his upcoming project. I know, shout out to Laurentis. Laurentis did a verse on my
That's a good song.
on slide. Yeah.
Slide, yeah.
Um yeah, and I've done like there are things that are work in progress, like Robbie and PDZ.
Ooh, I'm trying to come to Chicago and hang out with y'all.
You need to
I
come.
need Robbie to put some keys on some something.
We do
And
like
I have something I want him to put keys on. I gotta ask him. I hope he
like a
sees this. I'm
mini
gonna ask you, Robbie.
yeah, we do like a mini like a songwriting camp situation. But yeah, I've gotten a lot better in the last couple of years with collaborating with other people because I'm so used to just being in the room with the engineer and it's just me.
Yeah.
Um so yeah. But the hardest thing I think is that marketing part. Also, I have really been working on figuring out different strategies of being a songwriter. I love like this year I've been like involved in a few songwriting camps and I loved just helping another artist with the song, like what their
Mm-hmm.
goal is, what they're wanting. Like that brought me such joy, and I wasn't expecting all of that. Like I love writing, but like I wasn't expecting how much I enjoyed, doing this 8-hour writing session and helping them create this stuff. And
We
I got
hosting
to,
a camp or nah?
huh?
So we hosting a camp or nah?
Man, I hope we do. But yeah, and then I got to do this songwriting like course through the Grammy Museum.
Mm.
And so that was like 6 to 8 weeks this past spring, and that helped me improve as a writer too. Like that's something I've really been wanting to, feel stronger in. Like, I always can like think of lyrics and creative things, but I also want to figure out, sometimes structuring things a little bit more to whatever the genre is. And yeah, those are, I think my strength is my writing. I think that's one of and my voice. But now being strategic of how I write and sometimes simplifying things. Um, that's what I've really been working on. So
I feel like I've gone on different journeys with that of simplifying things and then going deeper with things. And then everybody's like, well, you want it. People have really short attention spans, so you can't give them that much information. They're not going to absorb it. But then at the same
yeah,
time, you're like, but I want to tell them all my feelings, though. So, like, how do
yeah.
you find the balance of
And there's a place
whatever?
for, I think there's a place for both. There's certain songs that require that. Like the things I'm thinking about are like commercial stuff, or trying to think about like if someday like getting to the point of wanting to submit songs for like sync and whatnot. Um, but as far as like, those the ones that are coming from like those depths, like that's required. You got to
The
express yourself.
tears I'm gonna cry if I'm watching a TV show and I hear an Abe Shaw song come on. I'm gonna be like, oh
You,
my god!
you and me both. You and me both. Yeah, those are things that I'm just like working on to like feel like I've strengthened this part too.
Coming soon.
Yes, can
I
we
hope so. I
yes,
hope so. I really, really hope so.
thank you. And you're a theater kid too, right? Or you
Yeah,
did theater?
I
Yeah.
did do theater. But
So
theater
that
wasn't checking for me because I didn't fit any of the types. So they never knew what to do with me. And I wasn't a dancer, I was just a singer. So I was always like the chorus girl who couldn't really dance. Broadway
mm,
was like, girl, bye.
mm.
Don't even bother.
And I'm grateful for those shows and like that foundation because that has helped me even with this stuff on this other side too. Yeah, I think about like roles and things I've done to where I'd be like, how do I personalize this? Like when I'm saying these lines or when like I'm in this scene with this person, like what the stakes are in the scene and all of that. Like what has helped me have been like, how would I have said this? and or what you call subtext and like thinking about like how I would have said these words and that's it's like, oh, I've been a writer this whole time, even before I was like starting to write. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have been a writer and I've been expressing myself uh in ways like that. And it's beautiful when like I mean, throw like whatever Broadway said to you. But like
Well,
the
nobody specifically said that, but in auditions, I could sense that there was no type that they could paint on me that made sense.
mm,
So then I started working on the other side of the table because I'm like, I want to know what it is, this type that they're looking for. So I started off in casting, like probably
uh,
junior, senior year of college. I was always doing shows. I was always singing. I always did a cappella. Um, but anytime I tried to do theater, I never really got a role. I was not a character that they could paint. So that's when I was like, "F
mm,
your scripts. I'm about to just be myself." So
word.
that's why I don't do that. I'm myself. But I still wanted to support other actors, which is why I went into casting after that. But then I was like, oh, y'all are just shady, and this industry is weird, and I don't really want to do
Mm.
it. Well, I played a song for a casting director, and she was like, just do this. Do music, it's better. But music is toxic too. Hello.
Hello.
But independently, it's not. So I think the most beautiful part about indie music is going on the internet to try to market your stuff and then finding people like you who make amazing music as well, who I can now like do this and showcase you to people who I know to maybe promote your stuff.
And we appreciate you. Like you're a caring and genuine spirit. Like that's something like I've just it's genuine and it's organic, it's authentic, as you
And
were
I don't
saying.
think there's a place for that in this industry. I feel like music is very cutthroat and competitive, and I'm like not that person at all. And I want to go cry in a corner and tell you all my feelings. I'm not trying to like be the star of the show and a cult leader. I just want to spread love. So
Yeah, it's always there's always some drama, isn't there? Even like artists I like, and then I see like, oh, what, what is happening? Why are y'all okay? And oftentimes I think to myself, I'm like, oh, this is marketing. You guys are doing this on purpose. Maybe sometimes it's real, but sometimes it's not. And before I
it's
know it,
all show business, and it's entertainment. Everybody's
yeah,
playing a character and it's entertainment. I didn't approach this that way. I'm not
yeah,
a character in who you see. Like Danielle Helena is my government name. Like that's that's who
word,
I am. I'm not putting on a show. This is who I am, and I stay crying and having hella feelings. So I want
word.
you guys to tell me all your feelings.
That's why I went by Abe Shaw. Like my name's like I am. This is who I am. Like you want to see me play this character, see me on the stage or
There you
whatever.
go.
Like that's yeah. This is me. If it's not, it's not for you. It's not for you. um, but yeah, that the ability to find that place to express myself on the stage and um even some of the beautiful people I've met along the way. Some people were not so great in those communities too. There's a lot of toxic traits in people there too, but um, there's some beautiful spaces like the actors and like the creatives in those fields that actually are genuine, and they're obviously you are a testament to that. But like finding, you know, feeling seen, having that place of community and expressing myself has allowed me to be able to find more for myself and strengthen that. Like I'm doing a show now that I haven't done a show in 4 years. I haven't been in like because like the job I had like prevented that. But and that's why I don't have any facial hair. I can't wait till I get my facial hair.
Wait,
But
so it's a play. What's the
yeah, yeah.
how long is it running for? Where is it? Tell the people.
Okay, fair enough. So it's a musical. It's called Sunday in the Park with George. It's by Stephen Sondheim. Um, it's through Co-Candy. It's going to be at the Chopin Theater. We're having our press open on this Saturday, the 29th. And right now, the run is set to end on November 1st, but there's a possibility of extension uh, if it keeps going well. But we're selling well right now, so we shall see. But Sondheim, actually, speaking of which, Sondheim is one of those people who is actually an influence to me. I could have said Sondheim earlier because I love Sondheim musicals, specifically because of the depth of what he's talking about in those shows, but also the cool stuff he does within the music itself, where it feels like it's a character in the
Mm-hmm.
show, and it feels like it's adding. It means something when like this plunk is happening here or whatever. So, but anyway, yeah, that's my show, and I am Louis, the character Louis. Um, but yeah, I think that my
Yeah.
experiences, even the time away from doing the shows, the stuff with making content online and like the music made and just self growth has made me be able to come back in here and be like, okay, I'm less in my head about this. I still have moments, don't get me wrong, but like I'm way less in my head when it comes to stuff acting wise than I was before. And I feel like I'm actually presenting more of myself than feeling like I don't know, acting. You know what I mean?
The thing that I noticed the most working in casting is that the actors who translated everything the best, they just thought the thought. Like think the thought. Think of what is that character going through? Literally think in your head what that character is going through. And as you're thinking that, whatever text you're supposed to say is going to make more sense and we're going to see it. But you have to think it. If you're not thinking it, we ain't going to believe you. So think what they're thinking and then we'll believe you. And that's where it gets scary because you enter spaces where you're portraying a character who murdered their children or did something that you would never like do,
Mm-hmm.
but the human body is capable of doing it. And you have to tap into that side of
Mm.
yourself. And then you have to like tap out of that side of yourself. Fam, I couldn't fuck with that. I had to step back and be like, I'm not doing this because I'm not even about to pretend some shit like that.
Heard. I
Not for
mean,
me.
the
But
student of the human experience is not for the lighthearted. Like that stuff is
it
that's
gets
just
deep. I was like,
yeah.
I've shut off sides of myself because I don't want to access that part of myself. I'm a Cancer. I know I could go like a shark and be on some OJ shit and probably murder people. Like,
Mm.
I don't want to go there. That's why I garden. That's why I smoke weed. That's why I do nice things. That's why I do art.
Right.
That's
Heard,
why I do
heard.
art.
Yeah, I mean, like, right, Heath Ledger was the example of that, and there have been other actors too that have just gone so far in the deep end, like of a character. It's like,
Because you're thinking that thought. Don't think those thoughts.
yeah,
They will overtake you, but do
yeah,
think them to a degree, or just don't take on those roles.
word.
As an actor, do you want to gravitate towards certain spaces? Do you see yourself mostly on stage, or do you want to get into TV and film? How do you feel?
I do want to do on camera stuff someday, but I do love theater. Like, that
Everybody
is,
does. That's
yeah,
that's
that,
where it's at.
yeah, right. Because with on camera stuff, there's more than just the creative. Like, really, I think Denzel had said that that's not an actor space. That's a director and cinematographer, videographer space, and it's true. Like, you can still give excellent performances, but if the sun was in the wrong, wasn't in a good space for like that take, you doing
You
the
gotta do
take
it
again,
again.
and
It's
you may
so
do
like
20.
cut and like you're acting for like 2 seconds and then cut and then they go back and do the whole thing from a different angle and then cut and then
Yes.
it's not the same. It's not the same fluid experience. You're not going on the journey with the character. They're shooting stuff out of order. Like
Yeah. Yes. Like, what was it? I think Wicked, the two-part films, like they were filming both at the same time. So they do a scene from the the first
scene
film
by scene.
and do another. I'm like, that's a lot for my brain. I don't know. you know. And there are times where like you're not you may film one thing and then you have to wait 2 hours and then come back to do it again and you still have to feel fresh and energized and then like ready to go into it again.
Yeah, different
That,
world.
there's a lot with that. So I love theater because it's like it is whatever happens, that is the take. Whatever you about to say,
And it's a little bit different every single time. You're never gonna
yes.
get the exact same show.
And that's okay. So coming back now, I'm finding more discoveries too. Like in the process, it's not like in the past I've been like, okay, I've made all these discoveries. Let's go do it now. Now I'm like, oh, you know what? I didn't realize this motivates me to say this, or I said it this way. This charges what happens later. And so those types of things, like I'm actually allowing myself to experience what's happening. And that's how I know I'm in a better space with it. Um, so I love that stuff. I love what theater offers because you're right. It's so different. Anything can change. And there have been times where like maybe somebody skips a line, maybe somebody jumps something, or you jump something. We have to work to try and still make this make sense and still go where we need to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that stuff. I love
That's
theater.
so funny. Then there's the times where there's tech glitches and a light turns off randomly and you're like, okay, what do we do?
That,
Shit happens. I've been there.
yeah, we're in previews right now for the show, and that's happened a couple times. There's been something technical that happened, and you have to work with what's going on, or they'll say like hold to fix it. But once we open on Saturday, it's like whatever happens happens. So we got to make whatever happens work.
It'll
Um,
work. It'll be
yeah,
lovely.
but that's that
That's the
beautiful part
best
about
show.
community in that sense. Because if we don't have to be friends outside of the stage or the space, but in this moment, like we're in this together. We got each other's back. If something's gone awry, we work together to figure this out. Okay, what do we need to do? That's a beautiful showing of like what community can be. Like We don't have to be, kumbaya in the same lane. It's still believing that everybody deserves to have everything to take care of themselves and be okay. Like that,
Mhm.
that's a beautiful part of community. We don't have to be like besties, everybody, like, but you care about each other. You care about, the neighbor, the annoying neighbor, whoever. Like you still want that person to be okay.
Yeah, you ain't got to be nice, but you got to be kind.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
I learned that living in New York because New Yorkers aren't nice, but they're hella kind. But out here
Yeah.
in the Bay, people are like, what is the opposite? They're nice, but they're not kind. Like
Mm,
they don't give a shit. They'll walk over you if you're begging for money. Like
yeah.
none of that. But if you're lost in New York, ask a stranger. They will give you directions. They will help you carry your groceries to your destination. They will help you carry your stroller up the stairs. Like period, no questions asked, and then walk off like fuck you. I'm like, oh, New Yorkers aren't nice. They're just hella kind.
That's a great point to make. That is true. Like
It's
you need
so
help with
real.
something, they will
But
help
that's
you.
community because we're all living on top of each other. So like there's 80 of us that got to go up the subway stairwell right now and your suitcase is blocking everything and you're taking up hella space. So I'm about to help you carry it up so that we can all keep moving in the same speed and you go have a good day and don't ever help me make me carry your suitcase ever again, bitch. Like it's that.
That's exactly that's exactly it.
But
Yes.
it's community and we need more of it.
Yes. That's I love that. Like that's what it should be.
Fully,
Yeah.
fully, fully.
Love that.
I have another question that I didn't ask you, but I want to know what is your take on generative AI in the art space? I'm not talking about using AI for admin. I'd be using AI to clip up this, and that's probably an issue. But how do you feel?
Okay. I'm gonna start this with saying this. So when I was like first like releasing songs and like after the EP, I used AI a lot for my cover art. And I didn't think anything was wrong with it because I'm like usually it's like the back of the head, it's like it's using like I'm not taking anything, but I like the more I learned about what it's actually doing to the environment and also what it's taking from actual artists, I stopped using it. And I don't agree with its usage uh, in the actual music. Like I don't care. All of these legends are coming out now and saying like I use it. I'm like I don't care if you're using it. It's not okay, and it's not ethical. It's not. There's no. I know they don't believe in morals, but there's no moral base to that. And I don't care if it's easier for you. It's wrong. You're stealing. And I had to check myself when it came to the art, right? Like and the stuff I replaced it with may not look as, artistically pleasing as it was before, but like I would rather have those things than continue to you know, be on the wrong side. Is how I look at it. I don't agree with its usage. I don't. I know that um I just keep hearing certain people who are like experts in this industry saying these things. And I'm just like, you already have been exploiting people in the industry, and people are
You would,
struggling to,
right?
yeah, and even
You
people who
would
are
make
like,
AI.
yeah, like even the top, like some of these people who are amazing engineers and musicians. And I'm like, you're taking money away from them and what could be an opportunity to like collaborate, right? But because everything systematically is messed up, you say this is easier. Let's just cut more corners. I don't agree with it. I don't support it. Um, and I think Harvey Mason, like the head of the Grammys, mocked saying human only music, but it's human only music, and that's what I stand for. and I don't care how do you feel about that. I don't care what you say. I don't care what level you are. I'm looking at you a certain way if you supporting this, especially because you know better. You know what it's doing, but you don't care.
Yeah.
And that is the testament of a lot of people at those levels. They know what it does, what's happening, but they don't care as long as they're taking advantage of it and they're profiting off of it. So I don't agree with it. It has no place. It has no place in music. It has no place in film either. I feel for some of these actors who are signing literally their lives away and their likeness away. Now these companies can these companies can just use them for whatever project and they will not get a dime from it. It's There's no place for it in art. I'm not sorry. There's no place for it.
You heard it here first. Well, no, actually, I asked you because I saw your post about it. And I thought it was very brave of you to say something and to take a stance and be like, look, I had artwork that was used, that I did use AI to generate, and I went back and I changed it. Say something.
Yeah, like
That was gangster. I love that.
thank you. But the truth is, like, that's something that is a moral standpoint for me. Accountability. Like, I have to hold myself accountable. Like, I'm not perfect, but when I learn better, I like to do better. So it's that simple to me. I If I've done the research and I've learned and I understand, like, okay, more like what this is doing, because I saw AI all the time in my workplace. We had to, like, I was kind of rebellious. Like, they wanted us to use it, I would not use it, and it would take me longer to do things. I didn't care. Like, I'm not going to help you replace me. Because that's all this is. You
Yeah,
wanted
they
me to
wanted to
continue.
train
Yeah, and
the
and
replacement.
and
So
so I'm not gonna use AI from the music either. Like, if you don't like my lyrics, right, give me some feedback. If I trust your word, that is, give me feedback, and then I can take that and look at this and see, like, how I can improve and grow from this. But nobody wants to actually learn the skill, or these people that want to use AI, right? They don't care about the actual skill building of what it is making art. And there's such a beauty in allowing yourself to make mistakes, because some mistakes are beautiful in music. You don't need to change that. Allowing yourself to learn and grow within creating it is one of the most beautiful parts of making it. So
and
no.
also, if you're generating it, you're not listening to all of the little details that make the song. Like, you're not sitting in the studio hearing somebody comp a violin track that's hell of hell hours of music that you're just piecing together one by one. I don't know if anybody else has done that, but I've done that before, and like, you're not going to remember what it is that was if you weren't a part of it. I don't know. I think that's
Yeah.
very important. That's the creating is the most important part, and I think people forget that. Like, I'm teaching my son to just make stuff but like not care about it. Like, go draw something, go make something, go create something. And then, like, it's not really about the finished product necessarily. It's just about the fact that you're doing it. Like, create.
Yes. Like, even if somebody's not doesn't want to do this for a living, having some sort of like outlet of art just helps you with whatever you want to do in your life. I truly I stand by that. Like, that is, everyone should have something. It doesn't have to be music. It can be painting, it can be crafts, it can be knitting something. I don't know, but having that outlet helps everybody. Period.
Everybody. Exactly.
So yeah, it's there's and also, like, when I hear these AI songs, like, the vocals always have that airy thing that happen behind the vocal. It bothers me. Like, those types of things, I'll be like, no, I
There's like
want.
a hissing sound on the track
Yes,
too.
yes,
It's who's
exactly.
hissing? Why are we hissing? Make it make
Yeah,
sense. What's happening right now?
yes, exactly. So yeah, I don't support it in music. I don't care if you're more successful than me and you make all this money. Like, I don't care what you have to say. I don't support it in music. I don't support even trying to validate it. Like, that that's wrong. So even giving them a platform to talk about these things, I'm like, what are we doing? No. No. So that's where I'm at with it.
So, in line with that sort of kind of, what keeps you going? I mean, you kind of answered it, to compete with AI and to be the human, but what else? What else keeps you going?
But also it's just this is how I express myself often. You know, outside of like friends, family, and like my therapist, I don't often have opportunities like this to just talk about art and talk about, and how it impacts life. Oftentimes, sometimes I make discoveries about myself when like I'm writing about something. I think I wrote my first poem when I was like in third grade, and it was something about food and green beans or whatever, but it made it into like this like national book, right? Of these kids making these poems. And I was like, oh, I can't express myself. Like those things are important. And um this is how I'm able to still find discoveries for myself and express myself on top of, I still support therapy. I know some people say that music is my therapy, and like, okay, whatever works for everybody, but sometimes I need a professional that can help me, unpack things. But anyway, yeah, I do this for me to create, but also it means a lot if somebody randomly, will DM me that doesn't know me and tells me I heard your song and I needed this, or and that happens every now and then. But that means something to me. It means something to me if someone listens to my song. Like you, I love how you love Tangled Head
That's my
because
shit. What do you mean?
like because that was what I wanted. Like I want
Ask the neighbors. They've heard it.
love it. Yes. Um but yeah, that was so important to me to do that. To write music like this because I don't often hear people really talk about these things like that. I really don't. Like people often in songs will make little hints at something, but moving on, like they'll make a one line in the song. I'll be like, hold on, go back.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that more. Because that just stuck out to me. And these are some of these like big artists that make a moment talking about that. I'm like, I wish you would talk about that more,
Right.
and so yeah, we need artists who are vulnerable. Art is vulnerable, but I mean like that are being vulnerable and being and being real and being authentic. Um, because I can't just be strong all the time. Sometimes the strength is in the words. That is what's going to carry the weight today. Me saying these words on this song, and
Hmm.
hopefully, and off. I mean, I think I often feel great after things are done. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I keep going. I do theater because it still is a form of that. I love acting for that. I love um every now and then if I make a skit or content, I love to laugh. I need
You're
sometimes
hilarious too.
something to make me laugh. Uh
Those Louis Armstrong. Damn, I was in tears. I'm in tears now just thinking about it.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
He's a fool. Do it. Do it. Just do one. Can you do it alone?
what should I do?
Give okay. Louis Armstrong. Give him somebody they don't expect. I don't know.
Hmm,
Give him a little folded.
boy, come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Meet me at the door. While it's still open. Oh man, Danielle.
for that reason. Oh my god.
But you know what I'm saying? Like some days, right? If,
Get it together. You're on camera.
no, but for real, no. Like some days, like I'm having a terrible day. Sometimes I gotta pull out the Louis, and I hear this song like, you know what? Let's do
Art
it.
heals.
Art heals. I'm telling you, art heals. Art heals.
Oh god.
That was the thing. Like when I was when I was a kid, like I would love just doing impressions. Like I remember when I saw Major Payne as a kid. I feel like I
Oh
memorized that
god.
whole movie. And then Coming to America, or like just like doing impressions. That's what like sometimes got people's attention. Because
I still go up to people talk about what is this velvet?
what is this movie?
Or
Uh-huh.
taste the soup. And I always, I always do.
Yeah.
It's like maybe I'm autistic. Like I'm not. I don't know. I might be on the spectrum because I do the same. Like I say producer tags a lot. Like I hit the mnemonic like every once a week at least.
Which one?
I just randomly, I'll just be like mnemonica.
No, Monica. Come on, Missy.
Oh god.
Yeah. Sometimes we gotta do that. And some days I'll be like, man, this day was rough. But you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna do a Louis impression of this Zara Larson song, and we gonna post it.
And I'm gonna feel better, and I'm gonna make people on the internet cry laughing, and it's just gonna be better for all. And that's like literally the definition of spreading love.
Yes. Yes.
Let me alchemize my pain into something pleasurable for other people to enjoy.
Yes. And sometimes
Like,
every now and then I'll go back. I'll like, thankfully, you know, they have the playlist feature on TikTok. I'll go back and look at some of these. I'll be like, man, this was so silly.
I cracked myself up.
Yes.
As you freaking should.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. So,
Mhm.
like, when did you start? Okay. So, what came first? You making music, or like you what's it called that you do when you make like soap, or you make like different types of.
Oh, I've been making music my whole life. I learned how to make soap in like 2017, 2018.
Okay. What inspired you to start doing that?
Being broke. I couldn't afford buying soap. I was like, what can I make? So I didn't start with soap. I started with other stuff. And I
Mhm.
was buying like bulk items to stretch stuff out. So I was buying like bulk Castile soap. But I was like, this is not hitting the way I want it to hit. So I bought some books and learned how to actually make it. And so I used it as merch. So I
Mm,
was like having shows and selling candles, and I was like, what else can I add to this? I started off with lighters.
mhm.
Artist only lighters were the first thing. And then I think I still have some lighters in New York, actually. I hope they're still there. They might be. I don't know. We'll see. But I started with lighters, and then I started making candles. And then I was making lotion bars and like body butter. And then I wasn't selling body butter. I was just making it for us because body butter takes a lot of work. But
Yeah.
I sell it now. I make it for everybody now. But at first, I was just making it for us. And then I was making like tea baths and bath salts. And once I bought the books and learned how to make soap, I was like, oh, bet we're doing this. And then soap led to like making synthetic detergent bars. So now I can make shampoo and conditioner and everything else. And so but it started off as merch. It was just merch and me trying to figure
Uh,
out how can I do life without supporting corporations and just buying direct from bulk places.
did you were you gardening before that, or was that around the same time?
No, well, when I lived in New York, I didn't have a garden. I had house plants, so I would try
Mhm.
to just grow herbs in the house. I was not successful, but I had like a whole corner in my living room of just wall of plants. So I was a plant mommy. But it wasn't until I moved back to the Bay where I actually had like an actual backyard where me and my neighbors grow stuff. So
Wow. Do you when you like you're creating music, or when like you're like you write a song, do you often in the middle of you making those things, whether it be like, I'm sure when you're in a garden you start thinking of stuff like that. I could
Oh,
totally see that.
fully. So there's like chairs and stuff out there. So I will go out there with my notepad and just journal. And sometimes songs will come from whatever I journaled. You know how you just like write for 3 minutes and don't stop and don't take your pen off the page.
Oh yeah.
Songs come from that all the time. And songs come to me while I'm watering the plants or looking at something, or inspiration comes at any time. That's why my voice notes are chaotic.
Okay. So okay, so you do the thing where like you're gonna write for 3 minutes no matter what. Whatever comes to your head, you're gonna write.
Yeah, but it won't be like a song. It's just like me writing in my
Yeah.
journal of thoughts.
Yeah. I think there's something similar in that in the artist way. I think they do
I
10 minutes.
haven't done the whole. So that's where it started, but I haven't finished that whole book. So I haven't done any of her procedures. And I don't do it as morning pages. I just do it when I feel like it. So I'm not I haven't I'm not good at
Yes.
following directions.
That is your discipline. That is your strategy. So whatever works for you, you know. Free thought, but like that's great because like I don't do that. Like so like I think sometimes maybe doing that might help, or doing a voice note like you said, me just talking myself for like five
Well,
minutes or something.
sometimes I'll just be walking to the train and a melody will come to me that I really like, so I'll sing it into my phone. Or like I'm on a train platform and train's about to come, and like that's not
Uh,
a place to write a song or record it, so you just have to record it into your phone. Or words will come to me while I'm on the train. Voice notes, notes, pad, whatever. Like music usually comes when you're not trying to do music. Like I work at a restaurant.
mm,
Sometimes I'm shaking a shaker and I get inspiration for something and I have to like pause and go out to the side and like write a few things down real quick and then go back to work. Like it happens. That's why you know you're supposed to be doing it, because you can't stop it. Like it just comes to you. Like I wish I didn't do music. I wish I could live life and not have shit in my head all the time, but I always have music in my head. New music, not music like maybe it's inspired by music I've heard, but it's new shit in my head that I have to
yeah,
get out.
yeah. What did MJ say? I think he said, "I have to get this out, or God's gonna give it."
Before he gives it to Prince. I don't have any rivals. Ain't no, he's not gonna give it to anybody else.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think like that either. I'm like, this is mine. you know,
Uniquely mine, because what's so crazy is I have voice notes that mimic each other and that I didn't even realize mimicked each other. And I'll
Mm,
like, oh my God, I already did this. This melody came back to me. Like it came back again. Then I guess I have to use it.
yeah, there are certain things like I feel percussion sounds. Honestly, typically, there was one that's been with me since I was like in in high school, and that was way before I was like making music, and I finally got to be a part of a song. And
I've
I
been
was like,
recording this one for a minute.
yeah,
What
yeah,
song? Is it out yet?
yeah. Hungry.
Do I know that song?
Yeah, Hungry Million Reasons. It's the last song on the Voice My
It's a
Thoughts.
million reasons why I gotta make it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And there's something in the production in the background that like I've had in my head since like high school, but I never did anything with it until like
So
two,
then,
3 years ago.
but it sat with
Crazy.
you. That inspiration sat with you. It didn't go to Prince. Prince didn't get
Right.
it.
But
It
Prince
went to
didn't get
Abe.
this one.
It went to Abe and Abe only.
That's right. Um, but yeah, that's dope. In the middle of like whatever you're doing, like it comes to you. It's funny for me, often if like I'm talking to somebody, maybe a song reference will come to my head or like a song. Sometimes I sing it out. Sometimes I'm like, I'll say this for later. Um, but it's interesting. Like I had to sit down and like set the intention to write so that things will come to me. Sometimes a melody will come to me in the middle of doing something else, but oftentimes I have to be like, all right, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna make something. Um, and so sometimes I get jealous of people like you're just in the middle of doing something, being like, "Oh, the melody just came to me."
No,
I,
it's a distraction. You don't want that for your. You don't want that for your life. What are you talking about?
I mean, that sounds great.
No, I feel like a
No,
crazy person. Because I'll just be humming stuff. Like I'll be walking around humming stuff, and people think it's a song. It's not a song. It's me making up a song right now, and I'm repeating it so that by the time I get back to my phone, I can sing it into my phone, so that I don't have to think about it anymore, and I can come back to it later.
word, word.
I don't wish it on anybody. I tell that to people. Like, if I could just do taxes, I would do taxes and mind my business.
It truly is like a gift to that
And a
um
curse. Gift and a
what
curse.
is it, the Spider-Man, great power comes great responsibility. It really is it's a power to be able to create something like that. um Special. So yeah, I definitely, all of that, it is in alignment naturally, I feel like, for you, for like your music that you make, because that feels, you can feel like a soap being made, or you can feel like something being rooted in your music, and even in like the choices of like the instruments that are used. It's it's a natural, like, this is being made by hand feeling.
Thank
um
you.
yeah, it's a bit,
Appreciate it.
it's
Thank
a,
you.
yeah, for sure. And it's like, that is just naturally, it's just organic and authentic. Like, that is you, that is your that is your marketing. Like, that is,
Hope it translates. It's translating to you, so I think it works.
well, yeah,
It's
like
not working,
I
but it's translating.
I think,
I
well,
don't have any listen. I have 20 monthly listeners, I think. But
I think I think the working part is subjective for sure. I feel it. Like, this is, it is,
it reached someone.
yeah, it's there's a vibrancy to it that you feel lifted when, like, you're listening to your music. And that is a powerful thing. And I know that you work with like different producers, but like, even in like, your vocal choices, and um in the lyrics of what you're saying, sometimes when you're talking about a loved one, or a love that you're wanting to strengthen, or them to love back, or you're talking about life, like all different things, like in your latest project. I can't remember the name of the actual title of the project, but I
Oh,
remember.
Made with Hella Love?
Yes, Made
Made
with
with
Hella
Hella Love?
Love, of course. Made with
Made
Hella
with
Love.
Hella Love.
That, and you feel that. It's like
Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming soon. It's almost done.
okay. Come on. Um yeah, you feel that in your music. And so,
Thank you. You
yeah,
don't
it
know how
is.
much that means. That really means a lot to hear you say that.
Yeah, it's just a true. I observe a lot. I may not always say something. I may not always um be on social media to like see what you're doing, but like, that's just from me observing like the music, and like the content and things you talk about. Like, it's all organic. And I feel that with other artists too. Like, Kenny is authentically
A real
himself.
one. That's a
Yeah,
homie for real.
yeah,
You put me on a hook. That's fam for
yeah. um you know Chavo is organically
life.
himself.
Another fam for life. I was like, put me on a hook, Chavo. Where's that?
Yes. Cha Juice, like, it's, the people that are in that are from those independent artists that we just connected with, online. um
My family. And my
yeah,
family.
it's a always observing and being like, okay, this is who you are. And I love the discoveries that I make from, sometimes y'all surprise me. I'll be like, oh, I didn't know you did this, or I didn't know you heard this. So um yeah, anyway, uh thank you for sharing yours as well. Because, again, like, I talk about Joni Mitchell, I talk about like just the folk music, and you're not necessarily folk music, but there are influences of that, right? Like, that's in the music. And
I don't Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry, that was a tick probably.
No, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, right? This is what I just talked about. This is exactly what I just talked about.
But I fucks with that Paula Cole song. I really do.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to
Specifically JoJo's cover of it too. But
I
that's
love
neither
JoJo.
here nor there. I cried in her arms.
I feel like everybody loves JoJo, but like I love JoJo.
Love. The love is so real. I totally cried in her. I couldn't even get my shit together to say hi.
You saw her live?
No, I've seen her live, but I went to her book signing, and at the book signing, you like get to take a picture with her and hug her and whatever.
And you were like,
I could not get my shit together. Just tears, just shaking, and I'm an artist too. And she's like, I can tell you have all your little amulets on. It's just a mess. If she knew how I was singing her songs in high school. She was younger than me, fan. She is younger than me, and I'm over here singing her shit that she had no business singing.
I was about to say, bad. You're like, why is this preteen talking about this?
Homie since knee high came up on the south side when we had to beat the streetlights on. Bitch, why are you outside? You're like 2.
Get in the house.
But I was in my bedroom singing that song.
Of course I don't. Get in the house. Nah, she's great. Even like she has a song with I think his name is PJ Morton.
Oh my god, that's the one they won a Grammy for. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was about to say. Yes, that song is so good. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah.
Say So. So Say So.
It is Say So.
Yeah.
Just say so. Yeah. That's such a good song.
PJ
Anyway,
Morton is so talented, but that's neither here nor there. Both of them.
Listen,
we could go on and on. I've taken so much of your time.
This was great. Like this was so.
I appreciate you so much, though. You're a real one. Keep going. Promise me, keep going.
You do. I know you will, but yes,
I have to at this point. I'm about to get my logo tattooed on my body. It's just.
Oh snap! Okay.
I mean, I don't have plans to do that. I don't have any money. I have to have money to get a tattoo.
Oh, it's on the list.
Somebody buy some soap so I can buy a tattoo.
Buy some soap.
Pay an artist to put my logo on my body because this is for life.
For life. That's right. It's a long commitment.
A lifelong commitment to being who I am.
That's right.
As I am. As I'm going.
I am. Come on, cheese. As I am. No, this is great, Danielle. Thank you again for asking. I'm so glad we got to finally like have a conversation. I know there are lives on TikTok or whatever, like they popped in, but I don't think we've ever like actually like just talked.
No, yeah, I just was a creeper in your live. Because I'm nosy.
Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for having this like place to like just that you genuinely want to talk to artists. And I'm definitely watching. I watched the Kenny one. I'm in the middle of the second one.
Frank
I
haven't even posted any clips yet. I gotta post clips. I gotta get on my shit. I haven't done. Not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna do it though.
You're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. But yeah, thank you for having this. I look forward to whatever else you do and to volume 2 when it comes.
It's so good. Charlie produced the whole thing. It's so good.
Really?
To space we finna go.
I like that. I like that song that y'all did before. I think I heard. What's it called? What's the song called?
I don't know which one. I don't know which one you heard.
It was the.
But
it was the NJ style production one.
Alchemy?
I think it is Alchemy.
Alchemy.
Yes.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
Hands down. Like in the world.
So I look forward to hearing what y'all do. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's more a little jazzier than Volume One, but it's beautiful. I'm very proud of the work that we're putting into it, and it sounds good. Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Daniel.
much, fam.
Of
I
course.
hope to talk to you soon. We have to collaborate soon. We need to do something. I'm coming to Chicago. I have family there. No excuses.
Yes, and I gotta go to LA and stuff too, cause like I
I'm not in LA.
or San Fran, whatever. Well,
Bay Area. I'm
Bay
in the Bay
Area.
Area.
That's what I
I'm in
meant.
Berkeley. Juice is in Pleasanton. I think Shaw's in Fremont. I call him
Yeah,
Silky.
I've been talking to them about coming to visit to like work on stuff anyway, so that'd be great.
You got a
Like
couch. I got a couch.
we all meet up and work on stuff and just talk and chop it up or whatever. All right, Danielle, thank
I
you.
look forward to it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I look forward to the future. Thank you.
Likewise.
And deuces.
Peace.
Thanks for watching, y'all.